What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. We're now seeing the boomerang effect for those corrupt and rogue justices in the state of New York. All the ones who would aim that weapon of Department of Justice in the charade cases, through all that baloney at Donald Trump on the front end, is now getting slapped right in the face with it on the back end, guys. This newest update, we got Alvin Bragg, that corrupt New York Attorney General Letitia James, both getting served some sour milk in this newest update. I'm excited to get into clips and see exactly what's being dished their way. So to get straight to the update, and I'll save my thoughts for the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so as I get my thoughts on the back end, and also YouTube push this video out, guys. But let's get straight to the news. Before we do that though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey, you guys. Let's get into it.
News just broke. Trump's biggest fundraisers are not who you'd think. Not the Koch brothers, not some rich businessman, some Republican dangerous guy that the media has to call out. How about Letitia James and Alvin Bragg have been two of the most influential fundraisers helping the Trump campaign. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. We have the article at the Hill who is no friend of Trump. And they're sitting there. You can tell all the journalists over there just crying, going, do we have to report on this?
You can't keep getting away with it.
Let's read the article. Here's the Hill. Trump's post-conviction fundraising surge wipes out his cash deficit. This just dropped today. It's official now. Remember how everyone was crying, going, hey, E. Jean Carroll paying her $83 million, no fair. And I said, guys, money is easy. You can get money. And then came his real estate conviction on overvaluing his real estate. It was like whatever it was, 200 million, 400. They just made up hundreds of millions. And he appealed that, of course. All these things are going to get appealed because they're ridiculous. But everyone was crying, going, money, I can't believe that money. It's not fair. Trump's money is his brand. And he has now beaten all of that amount of money. Is coming out cash positive. Former President Trump's campaign has largely erased a significant cash deficit compared to President Biden's re-election campaign. Thanks to an enormous surge in donations over the past 2 months immediately after Trump's New York City criminal trial. I just want to say they're going to be comparing Biden's money to Trump's money. Remember, Biden's money is all billionaires, all rich Hollywood elites, not in micro donations the way Trump's are, coming from small mom and pop, even $5, $20 increments. And of course, you can all still give to him. DonaldJTrump.com will redirect you to his official fundraising website. Federal Election Commission, FEC, reports filed late Thursday showed that Trump campaign and Republican National Committee, that's with help from Mike Johnson and Laura Trump, Trump's daughter-in-law, had combined $171 million on hand. That's sitting there. While the Biden campaign and Democratic National Committee, the DNC, had a combined $157 million on hand. Now, I can tell just by the ads on this channel that Biden often buys. You'll often see a Biden or a Kamala Harris or Barack Obama asking for money. That's the DNC paying that ad for you to watch it. Biden has dumped way more money so far into ads than the Trump campaign. I would guess 10 times more. Now, it has not reflected anything in his polls. It has not helped Biden in his polls at all. So it's good news when Democrats waste their money, flush it down a toilet. They can't get their guy to go up in polls. A fuller accounting of the campaign spending won't be available until next month when joint fundraising committees file their reports with the FEC. And the Biden campaign has touted its use of campaign funds to build infrastructure in battleground states while questioning how much Trump is spending on legal fees. Yeah, well, you guys just make your case. We'll make ours. But Trump's campaign easily outraised Biden's in the months of April and May, as the former president was mostly confined to a Manhattan courtroom helping to erase what had been a sizable fundraising deficit. So Trump is making more money without campaigning. Trump was in court and wasn't able to go out and ask for money. What ended up being the money raised while he's in court? It ended up being Alvin Bragg and Letitia James. Trump's campaign and the RNC raised $76 million in April compared to the Biden campaign DNC's haul of 51 that they're doing over $20 million more for the month. The gap was even wider in May. What happened in May? When the Trump campaign raised $141 million, outpacing the Biden's campaign $85 million haul. That's almost double what the Biden campaign pulled in. Again, what caused it? The Trump campaign said it brought in 53 million via online donations. In the 24 hours after, a jury found the former president guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records during his 2016 campaign to conceal alleged affairs. That is, of course, going to be appealed. Ridiculous case, a complete lie. And the people saw it. Republicans and conservatives do not give their money to felons. So we know Trump isn't a real felon. Trump is a fino, a felon in name only. We're starting that right here in exile. We're supporting Trump, the fino. In addition, federal filings showed billionaire Timothy Mellon donated $50 million to a pro-Trump super PAC. The day after Trump's guilty verdict, Mellon had previously donated millions to a super PAC supporting RFK Jr. So that's money getting out of Kennedy and going to Trump. A lot of funding. The huge crash surge could allow Trump to invest in voter outreach, which is key, in pivotal swing states. The main super PAC supporting his bid has already announced a plan to spend $100 million in paid media throughout Labor Day, with a particular focus on 4 key battleground states. And we hope one of them is Pennsylvania, because neither candidate, it's going to be very difficult for either candidate to win without Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania is leaning Trump. They're heading there. That's where the momentum is. Trump is going to Pennsylvania right now for a fundraiser. The Biden campaign has raised more than any other Democrat presidential campaign in history. This is important because think about what they're paying for. Think of Biden the way he walks and talks. He is the single most fundraised Democrat presidential campaign in history through this point in the cycle. And it has enjoyed a cash advantage over Trump since the 2024 race begins. They're paying for that decrepit man who can't speak. These are elites. They're going to buy power. They don't believe in the man. I'm backing Trump. I support Trump, actual Trump. These people are the same ones that in polling want Biden to get out. So why are they giving him money? Because they know this is a power play. They're trying to buy this election. They're trying to snow you over again with saying, oh yeah, we love Biden is one of the best presidential campaigns we could think of. And really behind the scenes, they're horrified. Its fundraising numbers released Thursday do not account for the $30 million raised at a Hollywood fundraiser last weekend for former President Obama, Jimmy Kimmel, George Clooney, and Julia Roberts, among others. Nor does it include roughly $20 million former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg gave to pro-Biden groups. Bloomberg. All the big Wall Street, all the big New York billionaire money going to Biden. Micro donations going to Trump. The Biden campaign's massive funding to date has allowed it to spend on multi-million-dollar ad campaigns, staff up in pivotal battleground states, and specifically target voters in key demographics. And none of those voters want Biden. Why are they voting for him? It's an anti-Trump thing. I'm going to grab my camera and move it over here real quick. Let's get close because I have a message for you guys. Look at this. I'm pulling the camera off the computer. I'm throwing an audible. I'm throwing a manual right here. Guys, this is about you and I, small donors, saving America through Trump. Biden is about relying on mega rich power centers, Hollywood elite, university professors, all of the rich snobs at Wall Street. This is a power play of the people in power versus the American patriot. Who do you think will win? Let me know in the comments below, because this is a tough race. We're still fighting hard as if we're losing. I don't want anyone to rest, There is no rest until Trump is elected, right? So don't give me, I'm telling you guys, he's ahead. He's doing great. But that does not mean we rest. We have to fight harder than ever, or this country is gone.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those who want to go over there and check that out, all you guys do over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. The impact behind those charade cases is all coming out. We've been saying this entire time. You know, he may be looking like he's losing, you know, having to appeal all these cases. You know, they're throwing these big sums, these big verdicts out there. You know, we've seen Letitia James with, you know, hundreds of $1 million on the table. E.G. and Kira with what, $80 million on the table. We've seen all of this, but we, you know, in the public, we've seen that people were looking, you know, he was getting more attention. Eyes were being drawn on this guy that would have never looked his way before that. And that's because, you know, they were seeing this guy is turned into a victim. It looked like a bunch of people were just, you know, gathered around, just wailing on one person. That draws a little bit of attention. You know, what's going on? What's this guy doing to deserve this type of punishment? And upon just a little bit of inspection, you could see that this was uncalled for. This was all political. And this is solely because they were trying to get between him and that seat in the White House later on this year. And that's when he started getting, you know, you see those micro donations come for Donald Trump. We're seeing a hike in the amount of donor support Donald Trump is getting. And that's coming after those verdicts are being delivered. And when you're seeing all these cases being brought about on a house of cards, very flimsy foundations, and they're coming out with guilty verdicts, that's exactly when you're seeing Donald Trump shoot through the roof and donor back and get support. You know, these are micro donors. These are donations coming from individuals like you and I. You know, I've donated multiple times. You go on that site, you can donate as much as you want or as little as you want. You know, it all helps out. This is why Joe Biden never seen it coming. You know, he shot past Joe Biden, blew right past him with the big elite and billionaire donor bag. It doesn't matter. You know, Donald Trump is, you know, everyone's seeing it. Even with all the elite billionaire backing, we're seeing donors for Joe Biden. Doesn't matter, you know, all the little guys add up. You know, the little guys make a difference. That's what's going to make a difference later on this year. You know, showing up to the poll, just because he's getting these huge, you know, flip arounds on the donor list, it doesn't mean anything, guys. Just like our friend Doug is saying, you know, we still need to show up later on this year, vote for Donald Trump, making sure that we got this guy, we seal the deal, because we have to see all the way there to the end till he's sitting in that seat. And he takes the White House. Right now, we can clearly see that Donald Trump is setting a gap between him and Joe Biden. But that only leaves room for, you know, people to get comfortable, get complacent, and thinking that we've already won the race before it's over, guys. We have to remember the turtle won that race against the hare. So he may be behind right now, but somehow someone might pick him up and throw him across the finish line. So we have to be careful, guys. Show up to the polls later on this year. Also, make sure you guys hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on that. We just seen DA Alvin Bragg, New York Attorney General Letitia James with a big old slap in the face, saying that, you know, every time they came at Donald Trump, a guilty verdict was slapped on him. You know, he shot past their, you know, the guy they're supposed to be helping out, Joe Biden, all because of them. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts, guys. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button. Share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. And also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost one thing, you guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one week.